Here at Machines, we're about to launch one of the most effective and exciting courses that we've ever actually launched. But it's not really going to be an exercise program, it's going to be something quite different. But before we actually get into what this new course, which we're going to call the Body Transformation Project, is, let's learn a little bit about the history, about where it's come from, and why I've chosen now to make this decision of launching this new course. So, as some of you know, I used to work in a commercial gym. It's about 10 years ago now. But one of the things I do remember about this new job is I was very excited to help people make a change, lose weight, get fitter, and improve their quality of life. But that's simply not what happened. I'd see the same people come into the gym day after day, week after week. They'd use the same piece of exercise equipment, go through the same routine, and sure, they'd get hot and sweaty, but they'd come in the next week looking exactly the same, and this would go on for long periods of time. People just weren't changing. They were working really hard but not seeing the results they wanted. Now sure, they were getting fitter, they were benefiting their healthy lifestyle, and there are advantages to doing exercise in that way, but that wasn't the reason that they were coming. They wanted to look and feel better, they wanted to see a difference on the scales and in the mirror, and that wasn't happening. What was worse is people were paying really good money to do something that they didn't enjoy, that was keeping them away from the family, and that just didn't seem right to me, which is one of the reasons that I left to start something completely different and formed Machin Exercise Studios. Now, in forming Machin Exercise Studios, we have achieved some fantastic results. On average, we have about 3% of the number of members that an average commercial gym does that's about our size. So we work with far, far fewer people. And that said, we have more success stories per venue than a commercial gym. Now, what do all these people have in common? So you'll probably recognize quite a few of the people who are actually on this slide. What they all have in common is when they wanted to make this change, sure, they were exercising hard, and I mean really hard, working their absolute tails off. But they're also focusing on nutrition. Each and every one of them made a conscious decision to make a change to their nutrition to get them from where they were to where they are. And that's the big difference. So that works really well for a lot of people who have, let's say, less than adequate nutrition or not so perfect nutrition. They make a change and they will see results straight away. But what tends to happen for most of us once we've done that initial easy change is we'll reach a plateau. We'll continue to work really, really hard. We'll get hot, sweaty, but then we step on the scales and nothing's changed. We'll reach a point where there's kind of a plateau in the results, and that happens for a lot of people. Now, some of the people on the previous slide, that won't have happened for. They have personal trainers that work with them with their nutrition, as well as the fact that they're training with us in classes. But for some of us, I know this because you've told me that you have seen a pause in the results that you're receiving. And that's not just the people on the slide, it's across the whole of our client base. So what we need to do is we need to implement something new, something that allows you to learn a little bit about nutrition at probably a greater degree so you can achieve even better results than you have already. So a lot of these people had things that they were working towards, whether it would be a wedding, a reunion, or something like that. And these are the kind of results that are possible when we focus on nutrition. The other thing that we've noticed is you guys at Machines perform at your absolute best when you're in a group environment. You come together and you achieve things that you never thought possible, like, for example, when we did the powerlifting competition. There was people at our gym that had hardly ever touched a barbell before and achieved some amazing results because they had the whole of the gym behind them. The group environment is really powerful and it's not to be underestimated. So what we're looking to do, we're going to launch the Body Transformation Project. Now what this will be, it'll be a weekly in-person nutrition workshop. It'll involve weigh-ins, progress checks, troubleshooting, be it that we've given you a habit to adopt and you're struggling with, the coach will be able to walk you through exactly what you need to do at exactly the right moment to get past that and move forwards. Of course, there's the peer support, which you have already seen in the previous slide. And most importantly of all, it's the compliance and consistency that's going to come from doing this kind of workshop environment and having to check in with us on a regular basis. We've gone further than ever before by providing an app where you can basically tell us each day, have you done the habit that we're looking for you to do? And how are you getting on with that? You'll be in constant contact with the coaches, taking you through everything that you need to do exactly when you need to do it. We're going to have a real focus on behaviour change, and we're going to guarantee that you're going to see results as well. So if you want to take your training, nutrition, and progress to the next level, it's really important that you get in touch with us within the next 7 days. We need to make a decision. Are we going to go and launch this project? Because it's going to be a huge amount of work for the coaching team, and we need to know that you guys want this just as much as we do. If you do, come and join us, and let's make the next month, 2 months, however long you want to be with this project, the best results you've ever achieved at Machines. Thank you for listening.